Hello everyone, welcome back to the new video session. On previous video session, we have understood the organization structure, the meaning and the types of organization structure. Today, I will continue with the same topic, that is types of organization structure. In that, first one, functional organization structure. Functional structure, grouping of jobs of similar nature under functional and organizing these major functions as a separate departments creates a functional structure. All departments reports to a coordinating head. Under the functional structure, all the job which will be having a similar nature under the functional and organization that are grouped together, and they will create a functional structure. For the functional structure, all the department has to report to the head. For example, in a manufacturing concern, division of work into key functions will include production, purchase, marketing, accounts, and personnel. These departments may be further divided into sections. Thus, a functional structure is an organizational design that groups the similar or related jobs together. So here a manufacturing concern division, the manufacturing organizations or manufacturing concern department will be having a functions like main functions of the manufacturing industries are production, where they have to purchase a raw material and they have to maintain a means they have to sell their goods. For that reason, they should have the marketing team. For each and everything required a money to maintain that, the accounts department is important, and personnel, that is the human resource department. So these all department has to see in the particular functional structure, and this will be reported back to the head. This is, you can observe here, a managing director who is responsible of four department, that is, that four departments are called it as functions. See, these are the functions of departments, oh sorry, organizations. So human resource department, research and development department, marketing department, and purchasing department. So these all departments you will be called it as a functional departments of the organization. These all department has to report it back to the managing director, who is concerns of these all the departments. So human resource department is similar like a personnel department, where it will recruit the employees for the completing the task. Research and development department, main function of this department is where they will research for adding a new features to the product, and also they will develop a new product and launching those product for the better satisfaction of the consumers. Marketing team, where they will deal with the sales, and also they will not only sales but also a promotional activity, that is advertisement, and also some incentives, everything will be decided by the marketing team. So they must be includes of two strategies, that is advertisement and the pricing strategy, which is most important, and they have to coordinate with the production department. Purchasing department, main thing, they will purchase the raw materials. What are those raw materials which are required for the conversion of those raw material into final product or finished product, that they will be took care of these all raw material purchases. So they will be report back to whom, that is managing director. Advantages of functional structure. First advantages, the functional structures leads to occupational specializations, since emphasizes is placed on the specific functions. These promotes efficiency in utilization of manpower, as employees perform similar tasks within a department and are able to improve the performance. So functional structures only leads to some specializations in their work. So for example, a person who is recruited as a HR manager, he or she has to take care of each and every work. If you given a particular task to the particular specialized person, they will be expert in that. They will become a expert. You can prepare for the future managers. So it will help the organization to achieve those objectives in a quickly. It promotes control and coordination within a department because of similarity in the task being performed. So a person who is hired for the marketing team, he or she has to take care of each and every marketing activity. So definitely they have to control and coordinate within the department. By doing a similar task, they will become an expert in that. Third one, it helps in increasing the managerial and operational efficiency, and this results in increased profit. So functional structures will help you to increase the profit by the managerial and operational efficiency. Here, everybody will get their work according to their qualification and specification. Definitely, they will give their best, and their efforts will be add up to the increasing the profit of the organization. It leads to minimal duplication of efforts, which results in economies of scale, and this lowers the cost. Here, minimal, that is minimum duplication of efforts. This can be advantages faced by the organization for functional structure because those appointed workers are expert in that area. So definitely they will not meet a meet the problem or that trial and error method. So that will help the organization to avoid a duplication of efforts. So that results in the economies of scale where you can reduce the cost of producing the goods or something any other activity. So economies of scale is totally related to where you will reduce the cost of the activity. It makes the training of employees easier as the focus is only on the limited range of skills. What will happen here? This will make the functional structure will make the person who is appointed as a production manager, he will become a very expert in that area, and he only concentrate on a production department, none other the other department. So that will make a person to be very expert in that area. So that will be like it will be given as a training to the employees. So it is like one kind of the training that you can make a person or employee to be expert in that only one area. It ensures that the different functions get due attention. So here only you can give only attention to the those department which you will belongs to. So that will make the organization to concentrate only on that particular limited task. Disadvantages of functional structure. A functional structures place less emphasis on overall enterprise objectives than the objectives pursued by the functional head. Here, a functional department is functional structures will only concentrate on the particular department. These workers who are working in that particular department, they will forget the organization, that is enterprise objectives, and they will only concentrate on the objectives pursued by the functional head of their uh, department. They will only concentrate on the department, they will not concentrate on the overall enterprise objectives. A person who is appointed as a sales manager, he will only look into the sales managing, means he will look on only increasing the sales, but he will not coordinate with the other objective set by the organization, because he will say that I belongs to the sales department, so I will deal only sales department. So in that manner you will face these kinds of the problems in the functional structure. So such practices may lead to functional emphasis wherein importance of the particular functions may be overemphasized. Pursuing the departmental interest at the cost of organizational interest can also hinder the interaction between two or more department. The functional department will make employees to only get a ego that we belongs to only that department, so we have to concentrate only on that department. So that will create a egoism or attitude towards the other department. So they will not interact with the two or more department freely. It may lead to problems in coordination as the information has to be exchanged across functionally differentiated department. So here coordination will never bring in the organization, because everybody will belongs to the particular department, they only concentrate on that, so they will not bother about the other department. So it is very difficult for the organization to bring the coordination in the exchange of any information between two departments. A conflict of interest may arise when the interest of two or more departments are not compatible. For example, the sales departments insisting on a consumer's friendly design may cause a difficulties in the production, because what will happen, suppose a customer are saying some impossible designs or something to the sales team. If the sales team accepting those kinds of feedback from the consumers, that will be very difficult for the production team to manufacture according to the customer specification. So such dissensions can prove to be harmful in terms of fulfillment of organizational interest. Interdepartmental conflict can also arise in the absence of clear separations of responsibility. So this is interdepartment, like sometime what will happen, if the differences of opinion or interest are arising in the meeting or in the general meeting, definitely it will bring a conflict between the interdepartment of in the organization. So it will make a absence of clear separations of the responsibility. It may lead to inflexibility, as people with same skills and knowledge base may develop a narrow perspective and thus have a difficulty in appreciating by other point of view. Here the management will face a too much of problem, because a functional structure is totally inflexible, because you cannot evaluate the employees performance overall, because they only belongs to the particular department, so they will be expert in that department. So that will create a problem for the organization. So their knowledge will become a narrow perspective, so that is very difficult for the organization to evaluate the employees performance in the other point rather than their department. So suitable, where the functional structure is suitable, it is most suitable when the size of the organization is very large, has a diversified activity and operations, require a high degree of specialization. A organization is bigger, for example Reliance Industries. So Reliance Industry is one of the biggest organization, so there it is available, it is very suitable for them to maintain a functional structure, because their activities are diversified, they are not in only one particular sector, so they are diversified their sectors and operations. So it is required a high degree of specialization, so big organizations can adopt these functional structure. This completes the topic. If you have any doubts, you can reach us by WhatsApp. Thank you.